Hey guys, what's up? It's Enrique and I'm bringing you engine technology intake. I was trying to search up a video on YouTube to how to install it because I don't know how to install it. So we're gonna figure this out and I'm gonna be the first one to bring it to you guys.
Let's go.
Okay, as you can see, I have removed the factory intake already because I did have a BMS beforehand, but then I switched it up because of too much state revs. So that's why I got the engine one, but pretty simple. You can find a YouTube on there on how to take it off if you don't know how. But first things first, we're gonna remove the engine cover. Carefully. Voila. Fairly simple. Step 5 would be to remove the sensor, which I already had off because I already took it off beforehand. Then step 6 was to take off the cover, took that off. Step 7 was to remove it. 8. Okay. Step 10 for 335i, loosen the remove the 2 bolts and the 2 plastic bushes. Okay, so for step 10 we have to remove these right here, as you can see here. So let's go ahead and do that. Another 2 bolts here, and for this one I think you're gonna need a T25.
Sleep, just party like we were famous. I wanna do it like we did it in Vegas. No sleep, just party.
Okay, so now they should technically just pop off like that. Step 12, it says pull back the 3 harnesses lines attached to the lower airbox assembly, which is these 3 behind. Just literally pop up. Pretty simple. There's a bracket here, you just untach it and then pull it out, and pretty simple. I'm sure you guys figure out how to do it. So next up is to remove this bolt right here. According to the instruction, it is a 10mm socket, so As you guys can see, I put a fake carb sticker on my last intake, and that kind of got me in trouble with the po-po. But you know, that's fine. That's why we're changing it up now. Don't do that, guys. Don't ever do that. Never do that.
When I'm on, I destroy the rest. And when I'm off there, I'm still the best. Yes. And we settle for nothing less. And you know that we bustin' this all night, all day. Beats don't stop, I bounce always. So when I play, do what I
So step 16 is to remove this wire right here that was right next to the bolt we just took off. So literally it's just putting it, what I do is push it down a little bit and then pull it out. And it comes out just like that. So as you can see, I have, broke one. So like the instructions say, carefully remove them. Use a flathead. There is 4 of them. There's one that I broke here on top, one here on this side, one here, and one all the way in the bottom. That one's kind of hard to reach. So carefully try your best to remove all 4 of them without breaking any. So next step is to remove this bolt right here. As you can see, it is a T30.
Let's go.
So now, technically, this should just pop off like that. Voila! Take this off. I'm trying to get more in trouble. There you go. Next up is to loosen the 2 nuts holding in the power steering reservoir. Also loosen the 10mm screw holding in the bracket. So basically it is 1, 2, 3, and 4 back here. And it says that you need to use a 10mm socket. According to instruction, we had to remove this clamp, the reservoir clamp, and this as well. I was kind of confused how to do it, but I'm pretty sure you just have to lift this up, try to lift it up, try to take it off from there, and then kind of just twist your way around it. Be careful because you do have the wiring right there. You don't want to rip anything. And there you go, you have it. And then try your best to... Alright, it's out. Make sure you actually take these bolts off that are in here. I didn't know they came out, but they do. And one fell in my engine bay, so I'm gonna try to pull it out. I do have this flashlight with a little magnetic to get metals. I forgot where I got it from, but I'm sure you can just search it up in Amazon. Just stick it in, get it with the metal, and pull it out. Simple as that. So I forgot to mention, take the box out. After you took in this little filter out right here, literally it's gonna be stuck on 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then you just literally lift it up. You don't have to do anything, lift it up carefully. And then it just pops right out. That would also help for an aftermarket charge pipe, the aluminum one, I installed it with this on. It was kind of like a hassle to put on, but now obviously you can reach it. It's easy. Yeah, so now you're gonna have these two wires here clamped together. So you just unclamp it, and then you have an easy reach to the bolts. You can just unbolt it.
I make a shake.
Poker face.
So now you're gonna use the bracket that came inside the box to hold on to the power steering, and then you're gonna use a bolt that you took off previously from the previous bracket, and then you're gonna install it here, holding it right here. This one's still not installed, but then you're gonna take off the bolt that is on the left side. Do not take the right one out, just the left side, because you're gonna be replacing this one with this one through the inside. The way this goes is you put in the bolt first, and then you put in the spacer inside, and then you try to find that hole. Try to find Okay, so I lied. The one that came in the bag, the one that they provided you, is a little too big. So when you put it inside, you're not able to secure it with the other bolt. So I'm using the one that came with this clamp that originally came with. It was the one that was inside, that I said that fell inside my car. So this is the one we're gonna be using, and we're gonna be testing it out to see if that's the one that we have to use. We're gonna put this where it's supposed to go, in here. Make sure it sits nice and tight in there all the way down, and there we go. There's gonna be a problem. Alright guys, so I put my charge pipe back. It was kind of hard, but I did it because I do have an aftermarket aluminum. I got it for ARM Motorsports. If you guys are interested, hit them up. And yeah. Alright guys, now you guys gonna get the engine scoop, and then you're just gonna place it on the right side here, like so, and just set it there. Then you're gonna grab the little scoops that it comes with. You are gonna have to drill this hole a little bit bigger because the bolt that they provide with you, to tighten it, it does not fit. So according to the instructions, it's 1/4 of an inch that you have to drill a hole in there, just to make it a little bigger. So when you drill the holes, make sure you do it on both sides, because now that we have removed the factory, what the fuck that shit's called, whatever that's called, you're not gonna have one on this side, so this would just be loose. So you're gonna put one bolt in here, the M6 bolt, and tighten it from the inside so it doesn't wobble, and then this one goes to the scoop. Oh, scoop, that's what it's called. Guys, so after installing this scoop, they provided with a little bracket here that connects. It goes one bolt in here, and one bolt where the power steering holder bracket thing goes. So one bolt right here and one bolt right here. Now we're gonna get one of these hoses. It's a 3-inch. Both of them are the same size. And then we're gonna get a clamp and we're gonna put it right here where the turbo housing goes. Alright guys, so now we're just gonna take these two off from the stock intake, and then we're gonna take this off. Alright guys, so after you take it off, you're gonna put it into the new intake, to the lower part where the turbo housing goes. Just put it in, easy go. It goes in pretty easy. Just push it in, and then you go ahead and put in the little screws that they provide you with in the bag, as you can see. And you just screw away. You are gonna need some L-keys to tighten it. Alright guys, now you guys are going to put the lower part of the intake to the turbo housing. When you insert it, make sure it is nice and firm in there. Make sure if it's tight.
Just kick it. You wanna lick it. I love to stick it.
Alright guys, so when you put in the first hose into the I keep forgetting it. The turbo housing, make sure you put 2 clamps. The instructions don't specify whether it's 1 clamp or 2 clamps, but yeah, it is 2 clamps. One is going to be exactly where the turbo housing is, and the other one is going to be right on top, just so it can tighten where the intake is going to be. Alright guys, now just grab that original bolt that it comes with that we took off from the beginning, and then just put it back. I'll go ahead and show you guys right now when I finish screwing it up. Alright, it's just that bolt that we took off, and you just put it back. Alright guys, so now we're just gonna put this hose in here, and then we're gonna put in a clamp here and another clamp right there. So then go ahead and just tighten those, and then what's gonna follow is this. Alright guys, for the map sensor, all you're gonna do is just literally just pull it out, and then you're gonna have to connect it to this piece right here. Same thing with that one. You put the screws that they provide you with in here, and then you tighten it, put it in, and we'll show you right now.
You beat my drum hard. My body rocks the rhythm, rocks the rhythm, rocks the rhythm. My body rocks the rhythm. You beat my drum hard. My body rocks the rhythm, rocks the rhythm, rocks the rhythm.
Like that, I like that, like that.
I like that.
Like that, I like that, like that, I like that, like that, I like that, like that,
I like that.
like that, I like that, like that, I like that.
Alright, and finally, last step is the filter itself. we'll just go ahead and put it inside. Make sure it's nice and in there. Once you know it's secure in there, go ahead and tighten it. And yeah, that's about it. Alright guys, this is the finished product. That's how it looks like. And we'll go ahead and start it up. We'll give it a little cold start and see how it sounds.